We are back in Rock Village, the Blue Sages area. I went back and I got the extra Scout Fly power cell that we were missing before, so now we have 35 power cells? I think I got another one too, I don't remember. Wait, 35. That's right, we got one from coming here in the first place, and then we got one more from finding that extra fly. So now we got 35 power cells. Got another set of flies in this area. I remember this was my favorite area in the whole game. You basically hop on this zoomer. Remember, the same zoomer that we went through the fire canyon with? And the whole level takes place on this zoomer. So... part of the challenge is that there are those dark eco boxes everywhere. And then there are these guys flying around. And if you fly after them long enough, in the same pattern, then you start to catch up with them. Game's stuttering a little bit. Hope this isn't too much for the emulator. Yeah, you just gotta stay right behind them and then you pass them, apparently. Speed that up a little bit. Whoops. Well, that didn't work out. Let's try it again. And yeah, if you approach them from the other side, then they'll fly in the opposite direction. So unfortunately, there's no way of cutting them off. And yeah, it looks like the emulator's stuttering a little bit. So I'm actually gonna see if I can't change some of the settings. I'll pause the recording after I get this guy, and I will change some of the settings up. Alright, we got him. Okay. Okay, well, the game crashed. That's what I get for experimenting with the emulation settings while the game was running. So yeah, probably not something that you should do if you are trying to play this through an emulator. We live, we learn. I learned for all of us. So yeah, anyways. As I was saying, so we got a little bit of environmental storytelling happening here, as we tend to do in games in general. Well, I'm gonna get this guy again, because I have to go back. Alright. Went on a bit of a sidetrack there. That's the thing that tends to happen in these games. We get sidetracked, we find something, and we move on. And I mean, like I said before, that's good game design. I mean, if you get sidetracked but you still find things that you're supposed to do, then that's beating the game, you know? Alright, let's see, how can we... These plants are supposedly like dark eco plants or something, and they are spawning back at an alarming rate, so I don't even know if we can take care of all of these this time. Might take a few trips to that green eco vent over there. That's another thing. The game does kind of reward you for your completionism by keeping things activated that you activated previously in other areas. So this green eco vent, I believe, would not be active unless we did that task that Green Sage assigned us at the beach. Some of the blue eco vents would not be active unless we activated them in the forest like we did. So yeah, the game rewards you by giving you more opportunities to streamline your completion. Also, back on the topic of environmental storytelling, we seem to be in... It's a place called the Precursor Basin, and as you can see, there are these structures all around, and supposedly these were put here by the Precursors, a group of people that preceded people. We don't know who they are, and pretty much anything that they did besides constructing these monolithic structures, absolutely gigantic structures. And I saw something over here when I took that sidetrack. And these structures are all over the place now. Pretty much everywhere we go, we're going to see them. And it's kind of like an indicator of what game you're playing, because they are in pretty much every Jak and Daxter game from here on out. So they've kind of given the series the signature, in a way. I hope I can get this done on the first try. This usually takes me more than one. We'll see. It's a little bit non-linear. I don't even know how I get up there. Oh, I got it. Wait, did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, I guess I just gotta go like that. Alright, continuing from here. That's the jump we wanted. Oh, we went the wrong way. Please don't disappear. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. So yeah. So we're in this place known as the Precursor Basin. We have these signature buildings all around. Who put them here? We don't know exactly who. We just know that the Precursors put them here. And we're going to see structures like this throughout the series. It's part of the overarching mystery of Jak and Daxter. In general, who are the Precursors? Why did they put all this stuff here, and what was their mission? Right now, they're just kind of a name. Nice. Okay. Jeez. I gotta focus. Sorry. Oh my god, why did they do that? Right. And I think it's just gonna lead us back to where we came in from. Oh my god. There are no brakes on the zoomer, except for hard turns. I remember when I was little, I would miss that jump all the time. And it made me so mad every time. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I went through this whole obstacle course and I just mess it up at the very end. And then there's one more thing we can do here, I believe. Oh, two more things. But that's okay. We're just gonna do one of them. But yeah, one of the overarching mysteries of Jak and Daxter is just who are the Precursors and why did they put everything here? So there's this whole area where they built a bunch of stuff. There's really no explanation as to why it's there, so I guess no hope of environmental storytelling revealing that to us. But we notice that their presence is everywhere. We saw it a little bit on that beach, in that forest, and now here. Who's this?
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We asked you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the Precursor Basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
Alright. And then she has a quest for us in the Precursor Basin, but I don't really want to go back there right now. I feel like there's something else that we can find out before we go back there. Don't want to touch the rock. The rock is going to hurt us. But yeah, if you remember at the very beginning of this episode, Samos had a request for us to check on the citizens of this place. So we're doing that. Found that anthropologist, I guess, or geologist, something. And she's investigating that place. Alright, dude.
Oh, my aching head.
I thought that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakkow steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? Cause it's killing me!
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of blue eco and a mechanical genius, devised a machine capable of lifting the boulder out of the way. But alas, he disappeared before we had a chance to turn it on. And he took all of his power cells with him.
What a predicament.
At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure, and seal my doom? All right, fine. Bring me 90 precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
Man, some warrior he is.
Oh, wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Alright, thanks, dude. Kind of a whatever side character, in my opinion. Not really impressive. What about this guy?
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time race, Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty payoff. For that, I'll give you another power cell.
Alright, so another quest opened up in the basin.
These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
Oh god, where was he keeping that? I don't even want to know. Anyways, we got 2 quests now in the basin. Are we even gonna need them? That's another story. Yeah, looks like we gotta go this way to get there. There's something else over this way too. And something over there. It looks like more precursor stuff. So let's check this place out first. And if I remember correctly, it's my least favorite level. The swamp. Why is it my least favorite level? Well, you do discover this eco here, which is yellow eco. I forget what it is. It's some other type of power eco. But there are parts of this level where it's like, it feels like it's impossible to avoid damage. Or at least it felt that way when I was little. I'm not sure if it's still gonna feel that way now, but we'll find out. Alright, we got plenty of charge. And this basically, yeah, lets us shoot a little fireball. We can use it to detonate boxes from far away. We can use it to attack these enemies from far away, which gives us a better fighting chance. And we can use it to break open the precursor orb boxes that otherwise would be unbreakable to us. So that's great. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, just a random side location. That's fine. Gives us a fly. Cool. Okay. And yeah, I remember this level for a lot of reasons from when I was little. Oh man, stuff like that, you know? It's like, it just hits you out of nowhere. And I mean, sure, it did telegraph that it was about to go up, but it went in an order that I wasn't expecting. And then I would hit those thorny bushes by accident all the time. And, yeah, just annoying level. But it does feel like a swamp, does it not? And you got these hives too. These rat hives. Oh, another one. So the rat hives, you're supposed to destroy them. Otherwise they keep on producing more rats. And yeah, every time you do... And I don't remember if they come back or not. Oh man, yeah, that would have been one of those times that it just gave me damage for no reason. Well, not no reason. I definitely landed on the thorny bush there. It actually did me a favor by not giving me damage, so gotta give it some credit there. But then, yeah, that was just sloppy. This is also where they kind of teach you how this mechanic works. I don't even know what to call it. The roll bar? I don't know. But basically, whatever direction Jak is facing with his feet is where he's going to launch himself. Can we shoot through this gap in the trees? Apparently not. Oh yeah. They're kind of generous with the power cells in this location too. Because all you gotta do is break these, and each one gives you one power cell. This is where I learned what Zeppelin meant. Because at some point, I probably missed the dialogue, but they name that as a Zeppelin. Yeah, break the tethers to the Zeppelin. And I was like, oh, I guess that's a balloon. And then yeah, it's a balloon, but like a blimp. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. You can also just shoot like this. First person mode, kind of. Kind of nice that they did that for you. In third-person mode games, it's kind of hard to angle shots if you can't see where you're shooting. Which one should we go to first? I think this one. Oh! It's another horde challenge. So now we gotta hold out against another horde. There's a little bit less of a cooldown with this attack at least. But it does leave us open to get attacked from the sides. It's going pretty well. Alright. That's the first time that I did that in one try. Man. My abilities with these games has gotten a lot better. I'm not sure if it's because I played it so many times or what, but... Huh. there. It's kind of lame. Still, we got a power cell out of it. Not bad. Now let's see where this one takes us. Oh!
Great!
Another tether. And a yellow eco vent. Guess they built their hive in the wrong place. Usually they're covering up the vents with their hives. But yeah, anyways, so there's not much else going on in this rock village. They pretty much explain the story of what's going on very clearly. And now we're coming up on the part that I hated the most. Not this, actually. It's actually pretty generous, the amount of distance that they let you cover with this. And when you shoot it at the ground, it kind of glides along the ground, so that's also pretty nice. Just the fact that they gave you a vent there is very helpful. Once you take care of all these boxes and get all the orbs you need. Now this bird, this is the bird that we rescued from the beach level. Now I'm not sure if not rescuing the bird would make it not available here, but I have the sneaking suspicion that that's the case. So it's good to be a completionist sometimes. It's also kind of interesting playing through this game again, because the last game that I played through was Jak 3, and I never really put it together, but this mechanic gets skipped in Jak 2. It comes back in Jak 3, where you can use a bird that acts like this. Yeah, same attacks and everything. Kind of weird that they would just call back to it randomly like that, but hey, it's a good game. I also hear mixed things about these series, because growing up, I mean, I grew up with Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter pretty much at the same time. And in my memories, Jak and Daxter was kinda the game that was less popular. I'm not sure how true that is, but it seemed that way. And this is kind of random that they just have this pier out here. I wonder if something ever pops up there. Little details. Oh yeah, this guy was actually a pretty interesting character.
Howdy, friends. Enjoying my beautiful swamp? I own these here parts. Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Judging by the smell, I'd wager your bathtub sank in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub? Anyway, I got bigger problems now. Seems some nasty lurker varmints are grousing about, snatching everything they can get their grubby little paws on, and scaring away my pet hip hog, Parley. He's been missing for nigh on to a coon's age. I've been putting out his favorite snack. Those ornery swamp rats keep stealing them. If you could keep those pesky critters away long enough, I just know Farley will smell them vitals and come back. Will you help me out?
Sure, why not?
Good. Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. Keep them from eating at least one of them snacks.
Okay, sure, why not? Yeah, no, despite this being my least favorite level, I do like that character a lot. They did him pretty well. This was my least favorite minigame, though. I didn't enjoy this. Because it's, like... it's so tedious, and it goes on for a little bit too long. But basically, yeah, you got all these snacks out. You gotta protect at least one of them. And it's just too easy, I think. It goes from being fun to just being tedious. And yeah, once they get right up next to the treat, it gives you a pretty good chance to take them out. Actually, I can't remember if you have to defend all of them or if you just have to keep one of them. Yeah, and that character reminds me, actually. I said in the other episode that I was planning on playing 14 more games, at least. So far, anyways. There's another one that I was thinking about.
You sure know how to shoot. Thanks a heap for the help.
No problem, bro. No problem, bro. And that's his hip hog. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, they're good friends. That's all we need to know here. Anyways, there was another game that I was thinking about, and I'm not going to touch it until I get some feedback, honestly, because it's kind of a wild card. I don't know if anybody would enjoy watching me play it. It's just kind of like a time killer for me. Like, every game isn't just a time killer for me, but this one especially. Like, oh my god, you could just sink hours upon hours into this game, and it fits the theme of what I do, or what I enjoy, rather. But especially when it comes to just exploring and going around and... yeah. I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's called American Truck Simulator. Now, the story behind me enjoying that game is that during COVID, couldn't go anywhere, man. Like, everything was just... it was either closed or going anywhere wasn't really rewarding because you would try to go somewhere and everything was closed anyways. And if you walked around too long, people would start looking at you funny, and it just wasn't rewarding as it is now. So during that time, I spent a lot of time playing American Truck Simulator. And it's a fun game. Like, what can I say? You know, it's just, it has the spirit of adventure in it. And you get to pretend that you're a trucker for a little while, which is a lot more fun probably as a temporary job than it is as a permanent job. No hatred to truckers out there. I totally respect everything that they do, and, well, not everything they do, of course. Like, outliers aside, I respect the profession of truckers, and what they accomplish every day keeps our society afloat. And, you know, what would we do if we didn't have people driving for countless hours of their lives, delivering things that some people need, some people don't need, but all in all, doing what most people would never want to do. And yeah, full respect to them for that. But it's fun to pretend that you could just be on the road for a while, seeing new sights, experiencing new places. And one of the amazing things about the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator games is that the team that works on them is constantly updating it, constantly adding new things, building endlessly upon the empire that they've created. And it's just incredible to see. Whoa, alright, well. It's incredible to see and to just be a part of it, you know? It's like, it's a community in of its own. It's so nice. And I don't play it online because I don't play any games online, really. Contrary to how I talk about it, I don't really enjoy playing with other people that I don't know. Just simply because a lot of times other people ruin the experience. It's the reason why I don't play Final Fantasy XIV or generally Overwatch. I don't really play that. Any of the online Call of Duty games lost their fire to me a long time ago. It's just, I don't know. I don't like dealing with the community sometimes. No disrespect to the communities that thrive in those games. It's just not for me. And for that reason, I also don't play American Truck Simulator online, or even Flight Simulator. I love Flight Simulator, but I don't play it online. Long story short, I would love to play American Truck Simulator on the channel. It's a fun game. It's good to just talk over. Might tell some life stories or ramble on about random things that are going on. Try as hard as I might not to get too political. It's the biggest challenge of, I would assume, any... Wait, can I get over there without aggroing the fish? Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Yeah, I assume not getting political is like the biggest challenge of any content creator, because life is politics, and there's always stuff going on, and yeah, it's really hard to avoid all of that in standard conversation. But yeah. With that, I think that we've reached about the standard length of an episode for this episode. All the technical difficulties considered. So we'll continue on from here in the next episode. In the Lost Precursor City. A very unique underwater environment that we've discovered here. Thank you for joining for this episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great day, and bye.